will be discussing malignant hyperthermia. I'm Shelby, and Jim is going to give you a brief discussion about what that is.
Well, malignant hyperthermia is a potentially fatal inherited disorder that includes a spike in body temperature and heart rate and severe muscle contractions.
Question for the brains of the group, Jimmy. How do muscles contract?
Muscles contract when stimuli excites the nervous system, which sends a signal to the motor nerves and then to the muscle itself.
Hey Jimmy, what triggers malignant hyperthermia?
Well, the disease is genetic, but it's triggered by general anesthetic. But it can also be triggered by a drug called succinylchlorine.
Question for Jimmy again. What is the metabolic storm that develops during malignant hyperthermia?
The metabolic storm is when large amounts of acids, proteins, and potassium are pumped throughout the body. This can eventually build up in the brain and can be fatal.
Hey Shelby, I was curious, how does malignant hyperthermia disrupt muscle physiology?
It causes the muscles to contract, and then they stay contracted, which then has them release like an abnormal amount of calcium and other chemicals into the blood, which,
Correct me a minute, 'cause that's a joke.
I don't know who that is. Is she in our micro?
Yeah, this is that bigger blonde girl that says.
Question for Shelby. Not sure if you'll know this one or not. But why does body temperature rise during malignant hyperthermia?
The body temperature rises because the muscles stay contracted, which produces more heat in the body, and it causes the body temperature to rise a lot.
Shelby, how can you tell if you have malignant hyperthermia?
Well, some of the symptoms of malignant hypothermia are a dark urine color, bleeding, and then you have like aching muscles or stiffness, along with like a super high fever, which is over like 105 degrees Fahrenheit.
Can you determine if you have the disease by a muscle biopsy?
Yeah, that's one test you can do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jimmy, what drug is used to treat malignant hyperthermia?
Well, that would be lipidized dantrolene.
How does it work?
Well, it acts as a muscle relaxer to counteract the severe contractions found with the disorder.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Shelby Davis, why doesn't dantrolene impact smooth or cardiac muscle?
It only impacts the skeletal muscles because the skeletal muscles are voluntary and smooth and cardiac muscles are involuntary, so we don't have any control over the contraction or